My name is David Denmark with the Miami-Dade Police Department Homicide Bureau Cold Case Unit. We're here to bring you a closer look into the killings of Samuel Little, which is considered the most prolific serial killer in the world. We're also here to pay respect to the victims' families that were traumatized by his actions. In 2017, I attended a homicide convention and I met Texas Ranger James Holland. We exchanged business cards and told each other if you ever need anything from us, to give us a ring. Over the phone, he gave me a description of this person and said that it's possibly that he may be considered a serial killer. He said that he was confessing to killings that he did in South Florida, particularly in the Everglades. So we started to do some research. Because of the Texas Ranger giving us the way Samuel Little killed people, we were able to dwindle down our caseload from about 20 to 30 to about 5 or 6. And the reason we were able to do that is because he described that he would either strangle his victims or drown his victims. My partner and I, Lester Aguilar, traveled to Texas to meet with the Ranger. Once we met with the Ranger, we sat down for hours having him explain what not to say to Samuel Little, because we didn't want to shut him down. We wanted him to give us everything. So we had to learn what not to say and what not to do, certain actions that he was doing in order for us to learn him before speaking to him. The way we were able to get Samuel Little to speak to us was the Ranger told him that we had pictures. His response was, "They have pictures of my babies." Well, we learned later from the Rangers that he considered most of his victims his babies. Samuel Little described his victims in particular. Mary Brosley was described as having a limp, possibly slurred speech. So he gave us specific information of each one of his victims. And Mary Brosley was the one that we discovered first. And the way we discovered that was through the medical examiner having her remains. It was linked up to a device that was located in her knee, and they matched. Perfectly described by Samuel Little of her having a limp on the same leg. So we had the name and the identify of Mary Brosley. What made us certain that this is the individual that he killed, Samuel Little described of the way she sat on his lap before he killed her, and he played with her chain that was located around her neck. That exact chain was recovered at the scene and identified by the family. I've been a homicide detective for over 18 years now, and one of the main goals that we as a unit, as a homicide investigative unit, is to bring closure to the family. We're the voices of the victims, so we are able to work the way we work and find things out that lead us to the end to bring closure to that family.